State versus Monica DeWalt, 18-530. Charged with drug paraphernalia. Good morning, ma'am. Have you got a lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I will put an application to the public defender's office.
Okay. You have put one in, or you going?
I will.
You will. Okay. We'll fill it out and turn it in as soon as possible. I'll have you appear before Judge Webb on January 17th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. State versus David Simmons, 19-3. Charged with controlled substances, paraphernalia also. Good morning, sir. Do you have a lawyer?
No, sir.
You're going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I filled out an application to the public defender's office.
You filled out one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have that? They say they don't have it.
I don't have it.
Okay. I'll have you come back on January 10th at 10
Is there a way I can get a
o'clock.
bond reduction?
Your Honor,
Or is that done? Non-arraignment?
We're in the process of revoking his previous bond.
They tell me they're about to revoke your previous bond, so we'll,
Revoke? I don't have a previous bond, I don't think, do I?
oh no, I don't know anything about you. Does he have a previous
I
bond?
thought he did, Your Honor.
No, sir.
No? If you'll let me come back to that, Judge, I'll let you.
Okay, he's gonna check into it.
Okay.
You may stand aside.
All right.
Robert Chapman, 19-2, theft of property. Oh, sir, do you have a lawyer?
No, sir.
You gonna hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
Make application to the public defender.
Okay, make your application, turn it in as soon as possible. Appear before Judge Webb on January 17th at 9:30 for arraignment and attorney status. Thank you. State versus Jason Hicks, 19-1. Theft of property, breaking or entering, several counts, criminal mischief. Good morning. Who's your lawyer, sir?
I don't have one.
You gonna hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
You gonna make application to public defender's office?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Turn in the application as soon as possible. We'll have you appear on January 10th, 10 o'clock for arraignment and attorney status. State versus Nathaniel Campbell, 18-5-23. Drug paraphernalia, controlled substance, drugs and firearms. Does he qualify?
Judge, I wondered about that.
What's your take-home pay, sir? How often you get paid?
Well, right now I haven't been taking home anything. I've been incarcerated,
How long you been incarcerated?
2.5 weeks.
What did you take home when you were working?
About $900 a week.
Have you still got a job?
Yes, I do when I get out.
Okay. Sir, given your expenses, I'm gonna require you to hire an attorney. Let's see where we stand.
I think he's here for arraignment.
You're here for arraignment. You understand the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty. And I'll have you return on January 10th, 10 o'clock for attorney status.
Thank you.
Okay.
I haven't even looked.
Justin Crawford, 18-5-21. Theft of property. Sir, I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you. Let's see what he's here for. He's already entered a plea of not guilty, is that right?
I didn't know if he had been arraigned or not, Your Honor.
If he's not, we'll enter a plea of not guilty, but I think he has been.
He was, Your Honor.
He has.
Yeah.
Back to that for attorney status.
Let's see when his next appearance, if it'll come up.
June 27th.
June 27th, 10 o'clock.
Judge,
Yes.
before we excuse him, I've spoken with the state about a potential resolution of this case today. I'm looking over if we can either bring him over in the morning or if it'd be best to have him come back on the 10th. What would be the pleasure of the state?
10th's fine, Your Honor.
Judge, his bond is set at $7,500. He's
Can we resolve it today?
I think we can, Judge. It's just,
We'll bring him over here then.
okay, let's do that.
Okay. We'll transport you to the courthouse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Kevin Grunwald, 18-511. Theft of property, breaking or entering. Good morning. See,
Morning.
When you were last here, were you gonna apply to the public defender's office? Did you do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did y'all have,
We don't have the application, Judge.
well, when did you apply, sir?
Last week.
Okay, they say they,
And what
but
my
you
help,
didn't.
and what my helpers tell me, they were over last night and again this morning to pick up applications and didn't have it.
Who'd you give it to, sir?
I put it in the door.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you'll need to fill out another one. I'll have you come back on the 10th, January 10th at 10 o'clock.
All right, any chance for bail reduction?
Don't know. What is your bond set at right now?
7,500?
Does he, let me see what he's charged with. Does he have any priors?
He does, Your Honor.
Many?
He has a residential burglary, Your Honor.
$2,500.
Thank you, sir.
Samuel Neri, 18-217. Possession with purpose to deliver controlled substance, paraphernalia, drugs and firearms near certain facilities. Sir, have you hired a lawyer?
I filled out a public defender form.
Okay, so you say here that you paid an attorney? Oh, a paid
Yes.
attorney. I guess that's
I
private.
did.
Private's what you're saying.
Yes, I did have Mark Cooper retained, and then since I've been incarcerated, I have not been able to get in contact with him to try to rehire him.
Your Honor, I found a motion to withdraw in Mr. Mary's case. I think I announced that to the court when you were here before the end of the year.
Sir, given your income and small amount of expenses, I'm not sure you really qualify for a public defender. Let's see what we got here.
I was trying to get represented by somebody, at least before court.
Well, I'll point the public defender's office to represent you, and they can review the matter, and if they need, we need to take up your status as an indigent, we'll do that.
Can we be heard briefly as to bond, Your Honor?
Sure.
As the court sees from Mr. Neri's application, he has employment. It's my understanding his bond right now is $5,000 cash. I think that was from a failure to appear a few weeks ago. Mr. Neri shares that he worked off in Blytheville. He has really no good reason for not being in court. However, he does share that he could, if he had to post a cash bond, he could post a bond of $500 or $1,000. He will have a home in this area, excuse me. He'll have a home in this area. He has a fiance and a daughter, or his fiance has a daughter. Anything else, Mr. Neri?
No.
How are we gonna get him to come to court? The bond didn't work, so.
Your Honor,
Commercial bond.
we've rehashed this. This is what we talked about 2 weeks ago. You set a $5,000 cash bond on this gentleman on December 20th. That is a direct result of this gentleman failing to appear on June 28th of this year. That's when Mr. Cooper had to bow out, because this gentleman apparently wasn't talking to him either.
How long was he?
5 months
Oh,
later, we
I'm gonna leave
issued
it at 5,000.
Will you give us a trial date?
I probably has one. Does he have one
He
in?
does, yes, his next appearance is in February.
Okay,
February 14th, very well.
Sir, may I have permission to speak?
go ahead.
Sir, I have a full-time job and
I understand that, sir, but where were you at for 5 months? Just a total lack of responsibility.
Well, there was lack of communication between my lawyer and I.
I'd say so.
And I do take that completely on my shoulders, but I do promise that I will show up to every court date from here on out. I would like to get back to my family and to my job, sir.
Okay, well, I've set the bond. Make the bond, and you can go about your business. Keep in contact with your lawyers, sir.
It's still 5,000,
It
sir.
is, yes, sir. State versus Tamara Thompson, 16,282, 16,277. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look.
Your Honor, we did enter a plea of not true to this
All right,
matter.
We'll enter that plea.
Judge, it's our understanding Judge Webb signed the sentencing order in this case.
Both cases.
It's our
Okay,
understanding.
well, I just set it for hearing on January 17th at 9:30.
It'll be fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Am I good? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Arthur Tunnicliff, 15,245, 13,144, 12,297, 10,229. Mr. Tunnicliff, do you have a lawyer?
No, sir. This is on a matter of not paying, being able to pay. I recently just got out on the 13th of this month. I've been incarcerated.
How long were you incarcerated?
I was incarcerated for 90 days that time. And then on the delivery charge that I have out of this county, I just got through pulling 3 calendars on it. I haven't really had enough time to set up nothing. That you guys issued the warrant for my arrest the day after I got out of jail in Israel County.
What the state know about the
Judge,
situation?
this gentleman owes about $9,300, Your Honor. These charges go back, he owes thousands. These charges go back 9 years, Your Honor. I don't know about the last 90 days, but.
So have you been incarcerated for the last 9 years?
On and off, yes, sir. I've been from 2011 to 2012. I've been incarcerated on and off for the last, like I said, I just got out this time last year on pulling 3 calendars.
Right.
I've been, I understand that I've not been holding true to my paying y'all, but I've been trying.
Your Honor, according to our information, this man's never made a payment.
How many payments have you made?
Not a one, sir. Like I said, every time I get out and start to push forward, I get locked back up. My old lady has a little bit of money that we can put on a payment plan today, and I can start paying as, like I said, I got other county, I got Israel County I've been paying too. I just, like I said, I just, in between you and Israel County, I've kind of been just kind of landlocked. I ain't been able to do nothing.
Did I sign the sentencing order and all these?
My fiance called up here before I went down and tried to get a stay on my payments and stuff before I left.
Is the fiance the same as the old lady? Is that the
Yes,
same
she's
person?
right there in the courtroom.
Okay. Did I ask you, who's your lawyer? Do you have a lawyer?
No, sir, I do not have a lawyer.
You gonna make an application to public defender's office?
Not really. I was wanting to get this taken care of today.
Well, it's probably not gonna happen. Won't you make
All right.
application to public defender's office, and I'll have you appear on January 10th at 10 o'clock.
So I can't set up a payment plan and start paying?
No, sorry, some of these are, there's a 2010 case, and a 2012 case, a 2013 case, a 2015 case, and they say you've never made a payment. We're not making much progress here. So just relax there to the 10th, and we'll talk about it then.
Thank you.
Okay? This is 18-23, State versus Levi McGee. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement and some conditions of probation here. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on these documents?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Cooper, this is your mark on this document?
Yes, Judge, it is.
Okay, do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering a plea of guilty to theft of property and altering a boat identification number?
Yes, sir.
By entering your pleas, you're giving up your right to have a trial and you cannot appeal. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering your plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents?
No, sir.
Has anyone pressured or threatened you to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
What happened here?
Judge, in May of 2017, this defendant would have taken 3 kayaks that did not belong to him, and in the pursuance of that theft of those kayaks, he would have altered the boat identification numbers by grinding or sanding the numbers.
Do you do that?
Yes, sir.
This time, sir, I accept your plea. I judge you guilty for theft of property. You're sentenced to 6 years in the Department of Corrections to be suspended. For altering boat identification numbers, 3 counts on each. You're sentenced to 6 years in the Department of Corrections to be suspended. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 60 days after your release. And make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County.
Yes, sir.
Kane Gott, 18-525. So I'm looking at a police statement and some conditions of suspension or probation. Have you gone over these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in the documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
And you sign these documents as appears?
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right? You're pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes, sir.
By entering your pleas, you're giving up your right to have a trial and you cannot appeal. You understand this?
I do understand that, yes, sir.
Are you entering these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents?
No, sir.
Has anyone pressured or threatened you to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
And are you guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, about December the 16th, this gentleman, while in Walmart, was approached by law enforcement officers at the request of the Walmart manager. At that time, he was found to have a meth pipe in his pocket, and later on, he gave them a baggie of methamphetamine.
Do you do that?
Yes, sir.
Does he have any prior?
No, Judge, this man is 18 years old.
Who are you? Are you related to him? Do you know this?
Nephew.
He's your nephew. This time, sir, I'll accept your plea. I judge you guilty. On each count, you're sentenced to 4 years probation. You pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees, drug crime assessment of $125. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within
You'll be with that guy right there.
30 days. Make your payments to the Sheriff's Department.
Judge, can we approach?
Yeah. Since you're actually working for a living, I see, or working in the radar, if you qualify, we'll make this under Act 346, which means you're not convicted of a felony. And if you complete your probation, you can have this sealed from your record and you won't have a felony, which will help you tremendously through life.
Yes,
So
sir.
they'll have to check about that and make sure you qualify, but if you probably will if you haven't any certain convictions.
Thank you, sir.
But go with this gentleman.
No.
Anything else we can say?
Have the Ryan Anderson matter.
This one that kept getting pregnant.
What, 18,199, 18,349. Mr. Anderson, I'm looking at two police statements, in 18-199, 18-349. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
And have you signed the documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
In 18-349, are you pleading guilty to battery in the second degree and violation of a standing no contact order?
Yes, sir, I am.
And in 18-199, are you pleading guilty to battery in the second degree, interference with emergency communications in the first degree, and domestic battery in the third degree?
Yes, sir.
When you plead guilty, pardon me, you give up your right to a trial, you give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Are you entering your pleas freely and voluntarily?
Of course, sir, yes.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents?
No, sir.
Okay, have you been threatened or pressured to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
What did he do?
Your Honor, he battered a woman who was 3.5 months pregnant, and he would have thrown her phone. That occurred in June of 2017. And then, I guess, while out on bond, on or about August the 11th, when a no contact order was in effect, he violated that and would have choked, looks like the same woman.
Did you do that?
Yes, sir.
This time, sir, accept your plea, adjudge you guilty in 18-349 for battery in the second degree. You're sentenced to 5 years in Department of Corrections. For violation of a standing no contact order, you're sentenced to 30 days in the county jail. You pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a $20 booking fee, $200 public defender fee, restitution to be determined. In 18-199 for battery in the second degree, you're sentenced to 5 years in the Department of Corrections. For interference with emergency communications in the first degree, who counts? On each, you're sentenced to 30 days in the county jail. For domestic battery in the third degree, you're sentenced to 30 days in the county jail. You pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after your release. You make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. Thanks.